Alright, what's up guys? Haven't made a video in a while. That's mainly because I've been super busy. I haven't really played much either lately, so if you've added me on the Xbox Live, just be patient. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play Medal of Honor with any of the people that added me, but I will eventually. I did play a little bit today and I got kind of frustrated with it. Getting really sick of the spawn system in this game. That's pretty much its biggest downfall. If I ever get that Gazmere town or Garzmere town, I always just quit it instantly because that map is just absolutely horrible. It could quite possibly be the worst first-person shooter map I've ever played. And I'm not saying that just because I don't like it. I'm saying it because it's really that bad. It's probably it's so imbalanced and it's just not a good map. But basically what I have for you here today is a full combat mission. I have cut down parts so it'll fit because it was like 20 minutes long. I've cut it down to like 11 minutes. I'm going to highlight some strategies to use on this map, as well as, you can take them into any combat mission, and kind of show you guys an effective way to play it this combat mission in general, especially on this map. So, without further ado, you can see here as I posted up on this spot, you're going to see me do a lot of work on the first base from this spot. There's a cart that you can get up onto, and you have pretty much a good view of the first base and their spawn to the left and any spawn up into the mountains. Now the advantage of this spot is your head just looks like one of these bricks in the wall from this angle. It's really hard to reverse snipe from this area. If they are using the high powered scopes, they can usually pick you off, but you're able to kind of just throw your grenades at the base. As you see there, I get a kill, and you're able to just pick people off with your battle rifle. I like to play the first couple bases on this map with the battle rifle, mainly because it's such long distance fighting. It behooves a person to do that. I also like to use my offensive skill streaks again, especially a lot. I'm more of a defensive score chain kind of guy, but I feel like this map really makes it easy to use your offensive ones effectively. But you saw me fail there with the mortar strike, but that was no big deal. I probably should have just gone for the UAV, but alas, you live and learn. But this is actually one of the best spots for when you first start this game, or this match, I guess you could say, especially if you're having problems playing it, because like I said, it's really hard to reverse snipe. But the next area I'm going to go to is really good, and I usually use that once we push up towards the second base, and it is nearly incounterable. I think I will die there eventually just because they drop mortars on me, but it is a spot where if they're looking at you, you're pretty much invisible to them because it's behind a wall with holes in it. You'll see as I move over there. I'm going to fast forward to it here in just a second. Yeah, here we go. But basically, once you push up to the second base, I like to move over to these two walls. There's actually another wall just like this in front of it. I don't think I use it, but I stay a little bit farther back here and just look through the cracks in this wall. Even if they're using a high-powered scope, it's nearly impossible to pick you off from this angle. I would say if they do it, they deserve to kill you because you either have to thread the needle through one of the holes or, drop a mortar on you. That's probably the only way they're going to get you. As you see right here, I'm looking through this hole. There's no way these guys can see me. I mean, they might be able to pick me up on their radar, but even with that, him up on that mini turret, he's not going to be able to get me out of this spot. I really like to play these. Like I said, though, I like to use a sniper rifle on this map for the first couple bases, mainly because of the long distance fighting like this. I couldn't be doing this as effectively with maybe like the AK-47 or perhaps the M16 or even the M249. But in the later stages of the game, I usually switch to an assault class, especially on the last two missions or bases or whatever. However, I don't do this on this map mainly because I hop in the tank. One of our teammates just left it sitting there, and I wasn't going to just let the tank sit there because that's stupid. So I do utilize that to my advantage. I would suggest if the tank's there, take it. That's what they're there. They're there to use, so you might as well take them. I think you see I get killed by the mortar strike there. That's pretty much the only way they're going to ever get you. But if you don't use the tanks, you're kind of foolish, to be honest. But I worked my way up to a Pred missile, so I'm going to go from there. Pretty much got him back here in the spawn. I probably should have gone a little bit over to my right, and I probably could have got a quad there. But what did I get there? A double? Yeah, it looks like I got a double or a triple. Yeah, I guess it was a triple. I don't know. But once we take the second base on the right side, I like to move up here towards the base and get right up against it because it really gives you the best angle of attack if you're trying to kind of defend this base. Because what this area where I'm going to right now provides you with is you're able to see them as they flow into as the front of the base. So right now where I'm looking, you're able to just pick them off as they come that way. And they have a really hard time seeing you because of the background. But another advantage of this spot is up. Yeah, I think I get the straggler coming up behind me here. But another advantage to this spot is up here to the rocks where people like to get. You can usually pick them off in there too. So that's one of the reasons why I get right up against the base like this. I kind of don't, I'm not trying to capture it. I'm trying to just provide support and let my teammates get in there. Because if you're going to be one of the ones running to capture bases, I would highly suggest you use an assault rifle or a special ops class, because you're not going to get very far trying to do that with the sniper. I mean, the sniper is a very powerful weapon, and they probably should balance them a little bit, but doesn't really work like very well as a rushing class weapon. But see, I'm going to drop my mortar strike there because I know that's right where they're all kind of conjugating to. I don't know if I'm actually going to get any kills out of it. No, I probably should have just gone for UAV there again, but yeah. So you've seen 2 failed mortar strikes, and that could be a lesson to you that you should usually go for UAV, and that's usually what I go for personally, because I think the UAV is a much stronger kill streak. So right now I've been able to hold these guys off long enough, and our men are moving in there and taking the base, which is pretty sweet. I've done what I've needed to do. The sniper class is a support role, but I'm playing it right, unlike a lot of people who play this game who just like sit in the back of the map and kind of just snipe from super far away. That's one of the things that's really getting annoying about this game. I found it sometimes combat missions are just unplayable because half your team is sniping in the back, and you can't take bases because nobody's willing to do anything. But right now I noticed that there is a guy on the map back here running around in our initial spawn. A lot of times you'll get people like this because they're hoping to get like a lucky few kills, run up behind somebody with maybe like a silencer or something. But I'm going to hop on the turret here, and you can see how easy it is to kill them. So yeah, I cut some of that out, but I got that guy, and now I'm going to hop in the tank, and this is where we just start to annihilate them, because I'm going to go on a pretty big rampage here. But I would suggest that the tank is sitting there, you hop in it, because the tank is vital for taking these last 2 bases, especially this one we're coming up on here, because they can really entrench themselves very well, and they have some real good lines of sight on you as you're rushing up the hill. I notice a lot of people seem reluctant to get in the tank because it's kind of hard to drive, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't really take any skill once you get used to it, but it seems like people are more apt to just be worrying about sniping, and they just let the tank sit there. So one thing you might want to keep in mind that I'll also show is you can't use your score change while in the tank. So I actually hop out and drop my predator and hop right back in. But once you take this base, you actually can't take your tank any farther up there because the wall is blocking it. But it can still provide some support in that aspect, because you can put it right up against the gate, and I like to just fire in on the base and get people. But a lot of people have been complaining about the tanks. I've noticed on various forums that the tanks are too overpowered, too hard to kill, whatnot. But I don't really think that's the case. I have no problems taking out tanks, especially with a special ops class. An RPG to the back of the tank or to the tread right behind it will take it out. If you're a sniper, you can run up to it and put your C4 on it and blow it up. All you have to do is put it on the treads of the tank, and it'll take it out. And I think 2 C4s. So I mean, they're not hard to take out. That's why I was kind of surprised that I was able to live as long as I could. Another thing you could do is drop a mortar strike on it, and that'll kill it in 1 mortar strike as well. You just kind of have to predict where it's going to move. I mean, they move pretty clunky, so they're pretty easy to take out. But yeah, I'm kind of just working my way up here. I don't know how much of more of this game I'm going to be playing. Like I said, I was getting pretty frustrated with it. I don't know. I'm really starting to get in the Black Ops mode. I've been playing a lot of Halo still, but see me drop my Predator here. Look at all these guys. Boom. Hit that quad kill. But man, that was a lot of kills, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight into my my rocket or my artillery strike there, because I know where they're spawning and I know that they're up in that base. I actually don't get anything out of it, but whatever. Landing on top of their base sometimes help. But right here is where I'm talking about. I cut that part out. I killed a few guys up here against the gates. I just kind of pushed back in. But since I haven't died, I'm not going to switch out my class. Normally for these 2 bases, I would switch out to an assault rifle class, like I said. But I'm really close to getting the strafing run, so I'm just going to try to finish off my score chain here and hope that I can help us push forward. The sucky thing about it is I'm actually going to get killed as I get the strafing run, so I don't actually get to see like it come in and drop its firepower upon us. But this is actually one of the most successful games I've had, mainly because I played a very aggressive style as far as like being right in the action, and I'm able to get a pretty good KD. We'll see it at the end here. But for this last space here, what you want to do is do what we're doing, is getting up in these buildings. I'm going to make the mistake of going down here. I know there's a guy over there, and I'm really close to my score chain, so I'm just really thinking about maybe just taking him out. And I just rush over there and spray and pray, and I'm able to get him. But now I have my strafing run, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to call it in right on the base. That's usually what you want to do with this, because this has such a wide... yeah, see, I get killed right there, but I get a quad kill out of it. You can watch the score feed down there at the bottom. But I'm able to pick off 4 people with it, and what that does is it takes me right back into a artillery strike. So that wasn't too bad. Probably wouldn't have got to the next score chain anyways, so me dying was actually a blessing in disguise. So what I do is I just drop that artillery strike right on top of the base, hoping it'll allow my teammates to kind of get in there and finish it off. But we took this pretty easily, I'd say. Took that last base pretty quickly. So I went 39-3 in this game, which I think is probably one of my best games ever, mainly because I'm usually playing very aggressive, so I don't usually play the sniper role. But yeah, this was a 17-minute game, kind of condensed down. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of gameplay, and maybe we'll post some more later this week. Peace.